So yesterday, me and my wife decided to watch a very interesting movie.
No.
Yes, we're doing this. Look at the camera.
No.
Look at the camera. I was looking for Mormon movies on Netflix, and I see one that's called.
I walk away.
I see one that's called Missionary. And I see it's a thriller. It's rated R. And I sat down yesterday with my wife and I said, let's watch a movie. Alright?
Yes.
And I put on Missionary and I told her what it was about. It's about a Mormon missionary that falls in love with a woman, breaks his vows, and then gets obsessed with this woman.
All hell breaks loose.
Yes, it's a thriller movie. And we watched it. And it was glorious. It was hilarious.
It was horrible. It was heart racing.
Okay, first things first. We're Mormons.
Yeah.
We're LDS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we know about all those things. You know, we like we have the white things.
Don't.
Hey, they didn't see the comments.
See, now I feel awkward that I see.
I know, but that's fine. I love you. I love you. It's gonna be a fun experience for us. It's gonna be fun. Look at the camera. Say hi. Okay, so the movie starts off. They're going to the, they're starting their mission. We see the female, whose name I forget.
I didn't catch any names because I
remember
still
Elder Brock.
traumatized.
You remember
Main
Elder
character.
Brock?
Yes.
You remember Elder Brock?
Yes, he's the main
Yes,
character.
you remember Elder Brock. I want to say main character. I say antagonist. Because the woman was the main character.
Yes, that is true, because she's the first one to pop up in the movie. And
That's
she's the one who has to survive this missionary gone
Elder
crazy.
Brock. Elder Brock.
Yes.
Elder Brock.
Okay, here are my gripes with the dumb movie.
Okay, let's go.
Alright. First off, if you're a member of the church, you're gonna realize that they spew a lot of, doctrine stuff. Most of it what we consider deep
doctrines, yes they do.
Which is stuff that you don't commonly share with the person unless you know that they're not gonna make fun of it, that they're mature enough, so to speak, to hear about it.
They're mature enough spiritually, of course.
Exactly. So here's the thing: the movie spews a lot of that stuff, and it's
within context.
Within context, from a missionary
we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
All right.
So we see this woman who is split up from her husband. They haven't divorced yet, but they're split up. They have a kid together, and the kid's staying with her. Apparently, her husband cheated on her while her mother was dying, the asshole. And they split up, which is understandable.
Yeah.
You cheat on a woman. Well, you cheat on a woman in general. That's bad.
Yeah, that's usually normal.
Yeah, but then you cheat on her while her mother is passing away. That's even worse.
Now, with that said, I can see it happening, because if the lady was, the movie states it, the lady was busy taking care of her mother, she was studying, and she was also having a day job, and she was also raising her kid.
And
she
he
was
has
really,
needs. No. If he's a real man, he wouldn't have done that.
I understand that.
It's horrible.
I understand that, but I still see it happening, because that's an excuse that is often brought up.
Yeah.
I have needs.
So the little kid is trying to, is doing some tryouts for a football team.
Yeah.
And the missionaries come by, and the first they're like, oh, look who's here, oh God. And I look at her, it's like, wow, realistic.
Yeah, sadly.
and then they see the kid throwing football, and one of the Elder Brock, he says, oh, can I throw a football with him? She says, sure. He throws it. Everything's fine. Everything's dandy.
Oh, he knows how to throw a ball.
Yeah,
that's
awesome.
exciting.
And then she's like, oh, can you stay and help him out? He has some tryouts. And first they're like, we can't, because we can't play sports. But then, it's a service, so it kind of still is okay.
It counts as service hours. So they're thinking, well, let's do this. We're teaching the kid how to play. He has tryouts, so we're helping him out.
Elder Brock falls into a little bit of...
it wasn't a little bit. It was a lot of mud.
Yeah, into a lot of mud.
He got, mud, half his body, half.
He asked, can he use the bathroom? She says, sure. He goes to the bathroom. For some reason, the door was left a little bit open, and she is taking a peek at Elder Brock's body.
Here's the thing. One, why was that door open? And two, why? Just why? In general.
Why she was looking at him? Because she's a woman and she also has needs. She has needs. Well, I can see it happening too.
Yeah.
I can see it happening.
So. Not in the video.
Okay.
Sheesh.
So after that, she's eyeing him. All right. Long story short. They end up boinking.
Yes.
They end up doing whoopee, as they said back in the 70s.
Yes.
They actually said that in the 70s or 80s. I don't know. I wasn't born back there.
Yeah.
But they do whoopee.
Yes.
Which is a big no-no.
Extreme big no-no.
Big, huge no-no.
Now, to all this, what I am thinking is, where is the other missionary? Okay, here's the this is a big no-no in the mission. You're never alone. You're always within eyeshot of your companion, precisely to avoid the kind of things that happen in this movie.
But what happens? Elder Brock is a little bit unhinged. Because he has something called the patriarchal blessing, which is like they give you like a blessing, so you have like an idea of what blessings you can have during your life,
right?
And things you can do to help out those blessings.
Yeah.
But this guy has not a billboard.
It was like a cardboard.
Yeah, it's like a big white cardboard with his patriarchal blessing in the middle. And then like notes to the side.
But it was all right. I do remember saying this comment while we were watching it, and I was like, I recognize that paper, and it's the first time I've ever seen it laying out like that. Like,
and you know what? I could imagine people doing that. But it's the whole, he's trying to pinpoint everything in his patriarchal blessing to his life, and that is sick because you can get obsessed with that.
Yeah.
And we do find out that he was obsessed because he had a girlfriend, he had an ex-fiancée who had died, who we discovered didn't die, just suffered a very nasty car accident because she caused by him, because she said she didn't want to be with him anymore because he was getting stalkerish. So he just tells everybody that she died, even though she didn't. She just ended horribly scarred. Poor
from
girl.
the accident. Poor thing carries a picture of her pretty face, like a pre-accident face.
So she can look at herself when she was pretty.
But I thought it was a coping mechanism of sorts.
It probably was, and it's really sad. But then Elder Brock, gets obsessed with her because she's like, oh, in my patriarchal blessing, it says that in my mission, I will meet my family. And since that woman already has a family, that's my family now. And he starts doing favors for the family, but then the husband wants to get back into the family again. And he's like, you know what I did was stupid, I'm sorry, I want to fix things. Even when he finds out that his wife was messing around with a Mormon missionary, he says, you know what, I have no right to get mad at you.
He was more of of a Mormon than the unhinged missionary guy.
Yeah,
because of his behavior, like he was more of a honorable, moral person. Because he was actually standing up for what he did. Like, hey, I cheated on you, and you know what? I'm gonna make this right.
Yeah, and that was really cool. It was very commendable of the guy.
Yeah.
But then Elder Brock, the bad guy. Well, no, not the bad guy.
Yes, the bad guy.
He does that. He almost murders his not elder missionary.
His companion.
He almost murders his companion and almost murders another a doctor that had attended.
The doctor that was working with the lady's mother.
Yeah.
And because of issues that happened, he was asking sexual favors from this lady just to take care of her mother.
Yeah.
And when she said no, he basically abandoned her mother to die.
But Elder Brock didn't see that as nice, so Elder Brock opened that kind of whoop ass on the guy.
He happened to be very racist.
Yes, because he said, oh, Mark a Cain guy, and that's, no, we don't believe that.
It's a very nasty thing to say.
Yes, it is.
Even from church members. It's a nasty thing to say, even though they believe in that. Some do, but
Some do, but they're stupid.
it's not nice to think that
Those
way.
that do are stupid and racist. And Jesus doesn't like racist people.
That is very true.
That is very true. That's biblical. Anyways, so the woman's husband confronts Elder Brock. He says, "Stop it, or bad things will happen." Elder Brock doesn't stop. So the husband gets all of his family members together, and they beat the living crap out of Elder Brock. But then Elder Brock appears in his house, and he says, "By the way, spoiler warnings. I don't care anymore at this point." He says, "You should have killed me when you had the chance." So Elder Brock actually murders the husband, cuts off his head,
and sends it to the lady.
throws it through her window.
Wasn't it through the door? Through the door, Crystal?
Yeah, through the door window.
through the door window.
Whatever, through the door.
It was
And then she's like looking at the bag and she's gonna open it. I'm like, you don't want to do that.
Don't open the bag.
Don't open it. What's in the box? Okay, she opened it. It's her husband's, her late husband's
severed head.
That's not a way to get ahead in life.
No, it's not. Like, it was horrible. And the good thing.
Talk about getting hit.
The good thing about this movie, and I'll give it that, is that before, like, at that moment where this missionary, like, breaks off from mission rules and stuff, like, when he really, really goes crazy and breaks off, he abandons the attire. And
yes.
that I am very grateful for.
Yeah.
That's something the movie did do right. Like, this guy is not representing the church anymore. He's just gonna go in his regular clothes, regular t-shirt, regular pants. And I'm like, good. That's actually a good thing. Because I don't want to be scarred with more images than I have to.
Yeah, no, I think they handled it
They're
properly.
very respectful in that sense.
They handled it properly because eventually the guy's also telling her, like Elder Brock's telling her, no, because you're gonna be my eternal bride when I'm a god and blah blah blah. And I'm like
spewing stuff, and it's like, dude, you're not. That's
pushing the stereotypes. Awesome.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But he was meant to be a bad guy, so.
Yeah, the guy was crazy.
Yeah.
He gets captured. One of the other characters shoots him in the back, kills him.
Kills him before he killed the lady and the kid.
Yeah, because he was about to kill the lady and the kid. Very nasty stuff. Because like, if you're not gonna be with me, I'm gonna kill you.
That's the one name I will remember.
Sarge. Yeah, Sarge. It's one of the characters.
Because he saved the day.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Yeah. He shot him in the back, but then actually he did something creepy for his dad.
Yeah, for that
he started,
scene of the movie.
When he was dying, he started reciting the words you say when you're gonna baptize someone.
Yeah. And then they proceeded to show this imagery
of him baptizing the woman and the kid, but it was happening in his head as he was dying. It was happening in
his head, and it happened in this nature-esque area, like the river, and they were all dressed in white.
Of course.
And he was very happily raising the kid from the water. For members, it'll be quite reminiscent to the
First Vision.
Lake of Mormon.
Yep.
Where Alma's baptizing the people. It looked kind of like that.
Yeah, something like that.
That was the visual.
But I imagine that was the idea, and give it up for the directors.
They did their
research. And the writers, they did
their research.
It was really good.
Like there was this one point where Elder Brock he was spewing deep stuff, and his ears get all red. You remember that? His ears get all red, and I'm going like, this guy must have been from the church at some point in his life, because he can't get so like into it and feel ashamed about it at the same time.
Yeah, because about body language.
Body language.
If someone's ears start getting that red, there must be something there.
Yeah, it's like there's certain truth within, and there must be some sort of shameful thing going on. Like
it was
like the blushing was really real.
As a thriller movie, I'd say it was really good. As a Mormon movie, I'd say don't show it during your family home evening.
No, just no.
It's a family home evening. What are we gonna watch? Missionary? No. Of course, it has to do with missionaries.
No, just go with God's Army. Go with Two Best Years.
Singles Ward.
Go to that. That's the good stuff. That's approved.
If you're curious about the church, don't watch this movie. Honestly, I can recommend this for Mormons that want to have a laugh, because I found it funny. You know, if you're a Mormon that doesn't take the church that seriously, that anything anybody says bad about the church, you're gonna take it as apostasy.
If it's gonna make it sway, or if you're not,
Yeah.
you don't have a strong testimony, just don't watch this.
Yeah, don't watch it.
Just don't watch it.
If you hate the church, go ahead and watch it. You're probably gonna have more reasons to hate the church. It's a good movie.
Oh my
If
gosh,
you like-
don't,
if you
don't
like-
hate the church because of the movie, please.
If you like thriller movies, honestly, watch the movie. It's a really good thriller.
It's a good
movie.
thriller.
It's a really good thriller. I was surprised when the missionary, when Elder Brock killed the other guy and chopped off his head. They don't show
They don't
that,
show it on screen.
but
thank
still,
heaven.
you know he did.
But in that point of the movie, that's when you notice like things were like this bad, and then all of a sudden like they were this bad, and then all of a sudden it just went beyond of expectations. Like you did, I did not see that.
It escalated.
It just escalated.
It escalated so much. Because you're not expecting it. You're like, okay, he's beating up a couple
of the movie
people.
is tame in
Okay,
that
'cause,
aspect.
you know, attempted murder. A guy got ran over because Elder Brock pushed him in front of a car. But the guy survived. Broken spine and all, but the guy survived.
Yeah.
And the doctor beat up to a pulp, but he survived.
Yeah.
The girl that he almost killed, and he says that she's dead,
She survived. Disfigured, but she survived.
but she survived. And then, decapitation.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, whoa, dude. More movies should do that, actually. Because that escalation tells you, okay, shit's serious now.
Yeah, the suspense. It even surprised you. You have a good...
Yeah.
He has a knack for knowing what's going to happen next.
But then when he threw the back through the door, I'm like,
No way this is happening. No way this is happening. And it happened. Yeah, it was like, I can't say it was a pleasant surprise because it wasn't.
She's squeamish, I'm not.
Very.
Yeah.
I oftentimes found myself covering my eyes because I'm not going to scar my brain with that stuff.
So cute, though.
Because
So
I'm,
cute.
I'm a very positive person, positive people all the time. Yes.
A Mormon killed a man. Of course,
That
the
was
LDS.
not a Mormon
Of
at
course,
that
the
point.
LDS church has to be of the devil now.
No. And obviously, at that point...
Jehovah's Witnesses were right.
Hmm.
They should make a Jehovah's Witness movie where the Jehovah's Witnesses actually break into somebody's house and kill them. That'd be hilarious.
No, because just because they did one for the Mormons doesn't mean they have to go doing it for every single religion.
But they should. And it should be your aunt and she should eat people.
See, that's where we're wrong, and you have to repent. I forgive you, but you have to repent. Anyway.
Okay, not your aunt, but I would totally see a movie like that.
Alright,
Like Jehovah's Witnesses that break into people's houses and then just eat them.
Cannibalism?
Hell yeah, cannibalism.
Oh my gosh, tastes. Anyway.
So yeah, who do you recommend this movie to?
Aside from you?
Yeah, who would you recommend this movie to?
I'm trying to think of open-minded members. Give me a sec.
But just don't think open-minded members. Just don't
I'm
think
not
all
going to
members.
show this to non-members. I'm
Really?
sorry. No, because they're going to get a wrong image. There's too many questions that's going to pop up, and then I have to answer them, and I'm going to...
But you know, if they get the wrong message and the wrong idea of the church, they're stupid.
Well, because they don't separate the movie from the real thing, and
But
I've known a lot of people
all
who
the
do that.
movies that we have out there about Catholics being evil. Hitler was a Christian.
I understand that, and it's a case-by-case scenario.
Yeah,
You have to understand that it's a case-by-case scenario. Not everybody understands that, but...
We know a bunch of shitty Mormons.
And we know a lot of really good ones, too.
Yeah, so yeah.
And that goes to say about any religion. I know
Yeah.
plenty of good people from
Well,
other sects.
you have to what's the word? You have to rely on people to be mature enough. Not
See,
to
that's
think,
the thing.
Not to think that
No.
that Mormon killed a guy in the movie. Obviously, the LDS church has to be bad.
See, that's not the problem. The problem is all the stuff that happens in between the movie that I'm gonna be like, that happened because of this and this and this. because I was ranting through the whole movie.
And it was glorious.
I was like, I was like in this huge rant of that shouldn't be happening, and this would have happened if this had happened, and this wouldn't happen if this had happened, if this leader was in the right place in the right time, and if this other leader had not peer pressured the older brother to leave the younger brother alone, and.
But at the end of the day, it was the fault of the ex-girlfriend, because she lied to get the guy to go on a mission, and then karma bit her in the ass because he served the mission near where she was working.
Where she was studying. And this was all out of fear.
Karma.
Rape culture.
Yeah, rape culture is horrible. He didn't rape her though. I don't think so.
No, but
he tried to kill her.
She was a victim. He tried to kill her. She was weak and very scared. And him going on a mission was her only way out of that relationship.
Or calling
Sadly.
the cops on him. But she was scared.
She
and
was
I don't
scared.
understand.
Exactly.
So Missionary, right now it's on Netflix. I don't know if it's gonna be there forever. Give it a watch. If you like thriller movies, I wholeheartedly recommend it.
Yeah.
I think it's actually really well made.
Take it for what it is.
Yeah, just take it for what it is, a movie. Obviously, Elder Brock does not represent the church at all.
Not at all.
The same
Neither
way
all of the leaders in that movie, they do not.
Yeah.
Just
the same way he's a crazy Mormon, there are crazy Adventists, there are crazy Catholics, there are crazy Jehovah's Witnesses. Your aunt is a crazy Jehovah's Witness.
I just like to say that what you said, but differently. There are crazy people out there, and we have no control where they're from or what they do.
That's true.
Or like what are their
There are crazy
backgrounds.
atheists as well. A lot of crazy atheists.
Again, the people themselves are crazy. What they believe in is just an after effect of nature versus nurture in their lives.
And
we have no control of that.
Right. So the camera's dying.
Yes.
So it's time to say goodbye. How do you say goodbye? I will show them a titty. I will show them one of my titties if you don't say goodbye.
Okay.
In your way.
Well, this was Windterra.
And this is ARMR signing off.
And rule number 1.
No, it's not about games.
It's
It's not about games. It's just we're rambling about the Mormon movie.
All right. Respect everybody. Be nice. Take care. Drink lots of water. And be
Drink
positive.
your vitamins. Drink
Yes.
milk. She's Hulk Hogan. So that's awesome. Hulk Hogan used to say that. Say brother.
No.
Say brother. Say it.
Brother.
There you go. So that's why I love her. Good night, everybody.
Well, thank you for hearing us out, and good night.
Like what you saw today? Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you don't, it might get pitch black, and you are likely to be eaten by a grue.